What's up YouTube, Mr. LawMessy here, and today we're going to be continuing the part nightmare here of the Vengeance Paladin playthrough in D2R. Now, this is a slower but pretty fun character, honestly. I think it actually is pretty solid for newer players. If they spend a lot of time just killing stuff and leveling, it gives them damage in every capacity, right? You get physical, you get light, you get cold, you get fire, you get all of the damage types. Thank you, Primo. And so you're not worrying about immunities as much. You're not worrying about all these things. It just kind of lets you cruise through a little bit. We are level 29, which is a little lower than I would recommend you be going into Nightmare. And I'm actually going to head back and farm up a little bit more normal. But before I do, I wanted to share, we're going to look at the Cow King. And the main piece is we're looking for the Death's gloves and belt, because that combination will give us Canopy Frozen, will give us IAS, and will give us all res. It's really one of the like primo combinations in the game. Additionally, if we get Hisaris boot and belt, that's also a nice one, but I don't have any Hisaris pieces. If we got Saigon's helm and any other piece there, that's also nice, can give the attack rating. And we actually do have Angelic Amulet, which does make me hope at some point we'll find an Angelic Ring to get the attack rating boost from those, right? But I wanted to share this out because I realized yesterday I was talking about Players 8, and I just remembered I was going to sleep and I was like, why did I tell them to Players 8 kill the Cow King? It doesn't matter. The Cow King is super unique here. It's going to have the same drop chances on Players 1 versus Players 8 for these items. So just kill on Players 1 when you're farming. Players 8 increases the chance that the other minions and other cows you kill will have better drop chances, but we don't need to do all that. Now, this is, of course, on 100 MF. I think right now we have 20 MF, so we're actually more like 1 in 65 chance for each of these items. So it'll be a little bit longer. But what we can do is, it's probably better actually to go to Nightmare for this. We can just try and pick up some Magic Find boots really fast, right? I don't have any Magic Find on my boots, and actually I don't have anything on my belt either. So we can actually just really quickly do some Nightmare farming. And these are all the little tips and tricks that you're going to find are actually really helpful. Look at that, 39 to life, right? These are the little tiny things that you can do that are super helpful when you're playing through, just to improve your character mildly, right? So we'll look. Wow, I mean, those are actually pretty sick boots. I'm just going to buy those. Chance for Frost Nova when struck, which is actually a pretty useful mod, and 37 fire res. So I like that a lot. That will be helpful. And our fire res is now like super stacked. So we actually can shift it around a little bit in other areas if desired. We can also just look for Magic Find on other pieces as well, right? You'll notice that I'm not just looking at some boots. But, you know, you can find a helm with some Magic Find. You can find some gloves. You can find whatever it is. There's 12% MF right there. We already have 20% on our gloves. But we can see if we can find it. Cold res, 20 faster run walk is nice. 9% MF. It's actually not a bad helm because it does give bonus attack rating. So I'm going to buy that as well, because I don't really need fire res in the cows. And oh my gosh, another sweet pair of boots, and there's some Magic Find boots as well. Okay, so we've come across some nice things. So first we have 10 fast run walk, 35 light res, which I'm just gonna hold on to temporarily, because that's really nice. And then additionally we've got 18% Magic Find, which we can use right now. Okay, so perfect. I've got these staves here. I'll go ahead and sell one of them just to get a little money. Put those way over there. Perfect. And let's go back to normal. And it's just a small, it's a small magic find boost, right? But we are up to 29. Oh, it's only 11. Okay, so that's actually brings us to 29%, which isn't too bad. So up to 29% magic find. And we will see what we can get here. What's the goal for today's stream? So today is part nightmare. Now, the goal is, it may be a two-parter, right? Sometimes with these runs, especially the melee classes, we want to spend a little time like farming and getting some gear, and just to make it a little bit more of a fun experience. I could just push right through, but to make it a slightly more fun experience... Yeesh, where are we at? There we are. We do this. Now, you don't have to kill anything else in here, honestly. Also, oops. But Griswold has an okay chance, actually, of dropping some stuff as well. Let me go to Players 1, because I don't need to be on Players 8 right now. Yeah, I'll do a quick gear check. It's a good reminder. We can do a gear, stat, skill, all that stuff. So, stats. We've got enough strength to wear our malice. We've got an okay amount of dex, gives us, an okay chance to block, and some decent attack rating, and then the rest in vitality. Skills, we are max vengeance, 1 to charge. We have 6 in holy fire right now, 8 fire res, 1 resist lightning. We're going to be swapping out of this pretty soon and getting into conviction. So this was just kind of a temporary piece. And then gear, we have malice. We have just this bonus AR helm, or we had a fire res helm. Some decent gloves with res, low AR, and lifesteal magic find. Attack rating, mana per kill, low life, attack rating, low magic find, stealth, 1 max damage, and this is nothing really. It's got a low attack rating and then 20 fire, 20 light res on it. How many hours on D2? I don't know, 30,000 or something like that. Something around there. Alright, let's see where the king is in relation. Okay, there goes our mercenary. Looks like king is probably up north. Probably right over there. Oh, nope, right here. Okay. So, it's not the greatest king spawn. I might want to reset it. Because it's also not the best Stonyfield waypoint, but it's okay. But it's a lot of guys to get there. To fight him. Which can be annoying. It's much better when you spawn like right next to him. So let's go here. Go back to Nightmare again. Whenever you want to reset your map, you can just do that. Go back to normal. and see if we can get a better map. Okay, we have the path right there. Not amazing, but not horrible. Have I played since original? Yeah. Am I done with the mod? I'll probably do some more with it. I just wanted to do the vengeance. Physical spears on. We could potentially consider it. Okay, let's see. There we go. A little better. There's still a lot of cows that spawned right there, but at least it is technically pretty close. We'll go to pick those up soon. Why are there so many cows? It's like the one thing I didn't want was 5,000 cows. Alright. Where's that king at? There he is. See if we can just burst down the king. I think he's an Oleum. Very smart and wise. You can kill the king and still do cows. Not great. Oh boy. Let's drag these guys away.
It's locked.
We just got like mass density spawning right now. Very unfortunate. What you gonna do? Starting to match 9% month racing and nice! USA. Seriously, so many cows. And it's a little bit of experience, but it's also just like a lot of cows. Now, any white shield or sword, you know, broadsword, longsword, crystal sword we find in here would get 4 sockets as well. So that is good to note. I don't believe the king is anywhere in there, so we can charge back in now. Try and do a little separation technique. Get the king isolated. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Didn't have my YouTube chat set up. Ah. There we go. Okay. Perfect, Ace. Glad to hear.
I need a key.
Come on, Cow King. Small shield. Darn. Wrong set piece. I play the new season. I'm gonna play Path of Exile for the new season there. I mean, Blizzard's got to give us more than what they have. Sorry, Kai. Dealing with some basic things right now. So the Cow King can actually not drop the Cow King set. No mercenary. With how many cows are spawning, he'll just die. Unfortunately. So yeah, I'm like, hey Blizzard, give us a D2R update, you know? Okay. There's a lot of guys in there. Let's get the king back over here. This is taking a little too long. I'll probably just move forward. But it's okay. It at least gives you the idea. Again, we just kind of got a bad setup. Just kind of got a bad setup. Okay. So we will go to Nightmare. And we will just continue through Nightmare and go get some runes and do some fun things here. So, stuff that we are looking for in Nightmare. We are looking for a nice, exceptional base. That is number 1. So if we can get Cursed Stone Skin, it's a little dangerous, we'll avoid it. Holy Freeze, Curse, we can avoid some things like that. Don't feel like you need to fight every single mob group you come across. So if I can find any nice base that can get 5 sockets, I can go use my socket quest on that, which can be very nice. So that'll be something we're looking for. We're looking for, obviously, any of the decent runes. Am rune, Shale rune, because that can make rhyme, that can make double enchanted. We're looking for, you know, we can make the honor with the am. An Io rune would be great. We could make a hearth. Also a lot of things that we could make with honor, to be honest. So that's one that we can consider even more. And then just, you know, a nice base. I think a twin axe is what I used last time for my honor, and that worked out pretty decently. If I get multiple IOs, I could make a bulwark, either for myself or my mercenary. It's a really nice item. Crown shield is great. If we want to make a spirit shield, we now have the option right there with the crown shield. That'll get 4 sockets. Do I do anything for my tendon health? Is there stuff you can do for your tendon health? I don't know.
I can't carry it.
3 open socket. Vengeance is a single target skill that will add cold, light, and fire damage to your attack based on the amount of physical damage that you do. Hearth would be great for Cannot Be Frozen, yeah. Mercenary's gonna have a tough time.
Wow, 16 months. Thank you for everything you do for the entire community. Keep up the great work at Merlamass.
Thanks, Nate. Alright, and we have hit level 30. Which means we can go respec. So let's go ahead and get through here. What up, Miles? Thol rune, okay. A Thol rune is 1/3 of an Am rune. Additionally, if we did want to make that spirit shield, it can be used in that as well. Yeah, it's the same Terra Cow's moo. I used it first. Okay, cursed. Oh, stay alive. Like I say, we're in a tough spot right now because we are cold enchant, light enchant. We're in this like in between zone, right? We're in between shifting into our middle game, where we now have our Cannot Be Frozen, and we have more resistances, and we've got an exceptional weapon and stuff, and the ending of our normal game, which is, you know, just our malice and kind of our more basic stuff. So we are in a weak spot right now, which is why I recommend leveling up more early on. I'm going to actually take 48 mana. I need mana pretty badly. So that's pretty nice. Getting a spirit shield is tempting. That is pretty tempting. Do I want to get spirit? Let's take a look again at the rune word. The mana on it may almost be the thing that convinces me, which is crazy. So spirit gives $2 skills, 25 to 35 FCR, which doesn't matter for us. Hit recovery is nice. Vitality and mana, though, is pretty big. On top of course, 35 poison, cold, and light res, which is really nice. But $2 skills is also nice because that'll increase our conviction. That'll increase our holy shield if we put a point in that. I think I'm talking myself into it. Now, I won't have Rhyme, so I won't have the Cannot Be Frozen at the time, but I think we can try for a Hearth or something of that nature. The question is, do I want a better shield than that? 7 all res is a little weak. I might try and go down into the tower and see if we can Moonhelm. See if we can't find a nice pally shield off a rack or something. When's the respec for conviction? Now? I'm waiting a tiny bit just because I want to go back to normal kind of at the same time there and just do all the stuff. But I'm gonna actually see what we can get in here. See if there's any racks. Obviously, we always have the rack in level 5. Let's go players 8. We're popping these guys. Yeah, we're definitely in that tough spot right now. 5 lifesteal. See how much experience we can get from killing a Devilkin pack. And or a single Devilkin. Eldritch definitely better here. And we may even go back, when we go back to Nightmare, and farm a little bit there, right? It's like, we have to be smart. We can also check out what the Terror Zone is, see if there's some good boss groups. Yeah, 11 all res. It's actually not horrible experience. Might convince me to farm them one at a time here. So positioning is also a huge key when you're doing this sort of stuff, right? Look at where I am. And this is one of my favorite things about Diablo 2 and all the different maps and all the different everything is there becomes, with many characters, great positioning is rewarded. And with the variety of maps that you're coming across... Oh god, I'm gonna die. Ugh. Having that is just another skill, right? Lawbringer would be great. I'm actually going to keep this helmet and give it to my mercenary because it has lifesteal on it. And lifesteal right now is extremely valuable. So let's get him back. And he's also underleveled, so that's where like both of us are struggling. We just don't have the levels to do what we need to do yet, which is why I always say, hey, go farm some more Eldritch and such. So, did I push forward a little early? Yeah, probably. We are on players 8. I'll go down to players 1. Because something that's also very good to note with a high player count is only when you're actually touching the chest is it actually using the player count. So only when I touch that dead rogue is when that happens. So I can go to players 8 really fast, hit these 3 graves, and then I can drop back to players 1, right? Level 5. And armor stand, and there's an Akaran Rondich. And a War Scepter, which has okay damage on it. Perfect. And unfortunately, it did not give us any resistances, but it is nice that we were able to get a shield on the rack. Okay. So we can come over here and fight. And this is also using positioning because monsters have sort of a leash to their boss. The minions do. So they will do a little back and forth to come attack you and then run back to their boss. And this leash can break, especially if you like go to town, come back and stuff, but Hopefully GC's 15 auras. Oh, that'd be heaven. I have a decent amount of hard drive space. And there is our Shale rune, which does open the question, do we just make a rhyme right now and get Cannot Be Frozen instead of the Spirit? And I think the answer is... I do have another Death rune. I think the answer is yes. Let's go ahead and make the rhyme. Rhyme is also really good for blocking. So it gets us more magic fine, which is nice. It gets us 30 all res here, 25 plus the 5. Good blocking. And of course, Cannot Be Frozen. 1-3 fire damage added. Okay, so that is helpful. Not being able to be frozen anymore. We also do have another Thol rune, so we are closing in. Amel Ith Tier Soul is what we would need.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
And our block chance is up to 55%. Our chance to hit is only at 57, which I don't love. That is the biggest issue right now. And a lot of that is just due to us being a lower level. But Conviction will help that a little bit. There is a long sword, which would technically work, but and we're only on players 1, but we are at least able to kill things. Avoid that guy. And see what we can do. Ooh, Alder's weapon would be really nice, because you get really high max damage. That will, yes, the plus max damage will help. Plus min and max does work with Vengeance. Superior Rune Sword. I like that a lot. Let's see what it is. But that could be a potential decent upgrade for us, as that is an exceptional base. Don't need Cathans. 4 open sockets. All right. So, 4 open sockets. Obviously, Spirit does exist. Now, the requirements on it are a little rough. It's 10 to 42, which is just a little better than what we have right now. Spirit would be nice, but again, Spirit also does not give us any min damage, max damage, or ED, so it doesn't work nearly as well for Vengeance. So it does create some issue. I'm trying to think what other 4 socket rune words we could make that are low level enough. Not a lot, is there? King's Grace is 3 sockets, right? Passion requires a Lem rune. Oath requires more as well. Isn't Oath like Mal? It's a little rough right there. I'm gonna actually drag these guys. Pole and Mal, yeah. Passion is decent, but again, pretty pricey. Even with resist lightning, this boss is a little rough. All good. Another level. Again, every level really does help. I'm actually going to get more dexterity as well here. Spirit gives lifesteal, but lifesteal is only on the physical damage, of which we're not doing very much. So again, this is where we can head over and we can look at rune words. So we want swords with 4 sockets. Spirit, Oath, which requires Pole and Mal. Otherwise, Oath is a very nice, like, oh, Oath is gorgeous, so I'd want it in an ethereal item. Voice of Reason, which is actually decent if we went into like cold, right? We could do like a big Cannot Be Frozen cold version of it. And it has Cannot Be Frozen on it. But doesn't give any ED or anything. Kingslayer, which is Malum Gold Foul. So that's way too much. And that's it. So really there's nothing. I guess Crescent Moon would also work, right? Why is that not on here? Just go to melee. Oh, it's 3 sockets. Sorry. Yeah. Hold on. Why is that not working? No options. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So nothing there for us really. Besides, of course, making the spirit, which I mean, could still be better than this. It does have enough added damage. Go ahead and just do this to try and... Man, we have been really striking out on these. Try and get some money, free some space up. Why not Voice of Reason? I can't afford Voice of Reason. Now, King's Grace is interesting. Right, so if we... King's Grace. But it doesn't have added damage that much. It has 100% enhanced damage. It has no min or max, which is a little annoying. But it does give us 100% ED. Otherwise, though, I guess some like damage for demons and undead, some attack rating. So it's got some benefit. Especially against demons and undead, which I do like. But Honor is kind of better, right? 160 ED and 9 to min and 9 to max and just 250 attack rating straight up. More lifesteal, 1 to all skills, mana per kill, some deadly strike. Like, Honor is just better. But King's Grace is not bad. But if I'm getting the Amrune, it's like, well, might as well go this way. Okay. Let's finish this. But like I say, Spirit is also very interesting, at least early. because that is a spirit base. The biggest issue as well is it's a lot of requirements for the rune sword. I think it's what, 101 strength, and that's just probably a little too much for us. They should add splash damage to melee. No, no, they should not. I hate it. I'm gonna go back to normal and I'm gonna respec. We will also sell that. Let's look up, before we respec, again, this is where it is very important to plan ahead a little bit. Let's look up some exceptional items here. A Knout is 82 strength and 73 dex, which I'm okay with the dex requirements because, again, max block, very solid. And it's pretty decent. Let's go to Diablo 2 items. Ariat. Summit. Exceptional axes. A twin axe is 85 strength, and that can get 5 sockets. A crowbill is 94. A naga is 121. Jeez. Exceptional items just require so much. Painful. Crowbill for style points. True, but I'd rather have the twin axe. Okay, so we're probably going to need around that 80 strength, right? Let's look at... There's really not much for swords, because all these are 4 sockets or 3 sockets, with the exception of a dimensional blade, which is also 85 to strength, but won't even be guaranteed 5 sockets. And the only guaranteed 5 sockets are really going to be the Zweihander and Executioner, which are way too high in requirements. So I don't think those are going to be our answers at all. Yeah, probably really just looking for one of these. I guess not cleaver. Twin axe, crowbill, naga, but even that's a little high. Twin axe or crowbill. Divine Scepter is 5, but what are we looking to make again? I can't even remember. Honor. Honor, I guess, can go into that, right? Honor is any melee. Non-magic melee weapons. Okay, so a Divine Scepter, 103 strength, little high. And then the maces for the Knout as well at 82 strength. And that's got a good speed and everything. Okay. So Knout is our first look. For sure. We could go for the Big Boy War Club, be a little slower, but Knout, Divine Scepter, and no swords. Twin axe. Knout, Divine Scepter, Twin axe. Those are our 3. And so we're going to go up to 85 strength on our respec here. Crowbill is 6 sockets, so we would have to find it 5 socket, just like Dimensional Blade. I would also do that, but it is the same. Okay, so planning it out. Let's see. We want... A point in Holy Shield does sound nice, but a single point is terrible because duration's only 30 seconds. That's a tricky one. Okay, let's get into Conviction Aura. Put a couple points there. Let's do Vengeance. Put 14 points there. Hustle requires a which we can't get from Nightmare Tower, so... We will get a point in charge. And so now we kind of have to decide how we want our damage, I guess, for Vengeance. Or if we do want to put some points into Holy Shield and have just a little bit less damage. I mean, Holy Shield's pretty nice. The safety of Holy Shield might just be worth it, if I'm going to be honest. Like, the resist energies are nice and all, but... One point salvation is also not bad, and it does add some damage anyways. So, I agree with that. 1 point salvation. The question is just, do I put like 3 or 4 points into Holy Shield? Like I say, it takes some damage away. But it does give survivability. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put 4 points in. Gives us a little under 2 minutes with the Holy Shield and plus 23% to block chance. And we'll put the rest into resist lightning. Okay. B for salvation. See there. Alright, now we'll go up to 80 strength for right now. We will do this. We are at 73% chance to block. 75. Okay, so we have 75% block chance now. We do have less life. That is the one issue. But we have a really nice block chance, which is good.
Good to see you.
And I've played other, you know, ARPGs and stuff, and I've enjoyed many of them.
Cleanse this wilderness.
You know, a great example definitely is Path of Exile. I had plenty of fun playing it. I think it's a great game. I also feel like the content bloat on it got really crazy. So I'm excited for Path of Exile 2, so we can see, you know, if they can remove some of the content bloat and have some fun there. Do I wish Diablo 2 had some more to it? Sure. But also, with the way that you see so many games nowadays, I'm kind of okay with them not having a ton more to it, you know? Like, I feel like so many games are essentially ruined in a way. Is maul-wielding assassin a thing? I mean, you can make it a thing, but generally not. Alright, Maul.
I am overburdened.
See what the Tarj is. 5 all res. But I think that's where modding really comes in, and so that's the, you know, why I'm like, hey, just let modding do even more, right? Like, PD2 is great. It's also not my favorite in some ways, because it does do things like just enable splash for all melee and stuff, which I don't really love that. All the mods really seem to love melee splash. But yeah, it's like, it's nice that Diablo 2 is unruined in a way. $12 all res. Okay. So if we wanted to make spirit. That's nice there. Which, that's like the one nice thing is, you know, they're not ruining the game. But I also think there are some cool additions and changes, things they could do, such as adding a currency tab, adding a, you know, giving us more stash tabs, having, you know, just like a gem bag or a charm bag. I think all of these would be nice and not ruin the game at all. Have I ever thought about authoring my own D2 mod? Yes! The main reason that I haven't got it out there yet is because I'm making Llama RPG. So all of my design, game design focus and everything is going into my game that I'm creating. Ow. Wow. Hurt. So you're perfect as is. D2 mods suck. I don't think D2 mods suck. I think D2 mods are great for everybody who wants to have more of a game, you know, built into D2R. That's a bit different. Now, I do think a lot of the mods do things that take away from the beauty of Diablo 2, but I don't think that makes them bad. I think that just makes them, you know, people enjoy that though. Like, many people want to have more of that. Hell Rune's really nice, actually. Again, that is 1/3 of an IO rune, which if we do get the IO, we no longer need the rhyme. We can now make the spirit in the Akaran Rondich. We can get the +2 to skills. That increases our holy shield. That increases our, you know, kind of our everything, right? That increases our conviction. That increases our damage. Gives us better res.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Okay. So while you're going through here, I mean, again, I'd hope that at this point you are a higher level than I am. I probably should have saved a couple points for conviction as well, but oh well. Oof. We're looking for Am El Ith Tier Soul. But having a little bit higher level will help out. But additionally, you can also just move through here and kill some stuff. And slowly level up. This is the transitionary part of the game. I also don't love our map here, so I might reset it anyways. This is where we shift from normal to nightmare. And for this kind of character, it's a little rough. Has there been a mod that adds a new character? No, there's been mods that have added like new mercenaries, but no new characters. I'm not sure we'll ever get a new character mod or not in this game. That'd be a pretty wild addition. What would it even be? A llama? Here for it. Polar bear new form. True. An accountant. Fight as a reformed demon. I like that. Alright, Countess. Tal. Not great. This build struggles a little. Again, we're in the transition period. We're at the point where the build... I'm also okay getting rid of the Magic Find boots and putting on something like Light Res. We're at the in-between point of the build here. So, bring in the monk.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mouse Rat. What do I think about having more gear slots for the mercenaries? Mercenaries are tricky because they're really bad early on. Or like early they're okay, and then they just are like bad for a while and just die so easily to so many things. And then they kind of improve again in the late game once you actually get really good gear on them. Mental release date for Llama RPG. 2025 is the aim right now. It's coming along nicely, but you know, there's just a lot of work to be done on it, and obviously I have 2 kids and the baby, or you know, 2 kids under 2, and then gotta stream and do this stuff as well, and so if I could just be like full time on that, it would be faster, but let's go binary in the work. Wow. Is Llama RPG the name or the code name? It is the name. Llama RPG Farm to Fable. Yeah, it's fair binary. Classic mercenaries were horrible. What am I talking about? The game I'm making. Come on. Wow. We got the 0 drop. That hurts. Huh. I might actually use that. It's just decent damage. Like I do 1 to 40, this is 20 to 52, so average of 20 to 52 is what, 36? As opposed to 20? Yes, I will lose out on some of the other nice pieces here. But I'm here to try it.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
I'm here to try it. Just need 1 more level.
I'm enjoying this. Vengeance gets no love because it's slow, but it can kill every monster in the game.
Exactly. People give a lot of like, or don't give a lot of love to a lot of fun skills just because they're slow. And nowadays everybody's like, everything must be fast, everything must kill everything and blow it all up. And ooh, hello, Amrune. It's one of the reasons I love Diablo 2. Not everything is blow them all up, kill everything craziness. Some builds are just slow, man, and that's kind of the fun of it. Everything's gotta be so meta nowadays. Alright, let's see if we can get a level right here. Hey, John!
Cheers to those who are skipping the new ladder reset. I'm taking this one off, going single player.
Oh, wow. Not even going to PoE 2. John FBM with the 25. GG, thank you so much. That is some diapers for baby Lilith and Indariel. Also, this is why you see me pop these graves so often. Because runes and rings and ammies and jewels and all the good stuff. The amount of times I found the rune I need on the way. Looks like a build you'd play if you were depressed. And wanted to be even more depressed. That's sad, man. This is a build that I play when I'm happy. That I don't feel the need to just have dopamine rush 24/7. Don't forget diapers for llama too. Fair. I don't have time anymore for the full out grind. I think the thing is you can really like, and hopefully these guided playthroughs kind of show it. You can really pace yourself out with it, and it can be accomplishing in that slow way. Right? Like the first time I beat Diablo 2 single player by myself was in college. I'd played Diablo 2 so much before that, but it was always multiplayer and always right? I never just played like single player all the way through the game. And I played a barbarian, and it took me like a month. And I was slow grinding and slowly building up for the ancients and all that. And at the end of the month, it was like the greatest feeling. I was like, wow, that was so fun. Just a couple hours here, a couple hours there. It's a pretty nice belt. 24 hit recovery, 19 life, 5 fire res. Not bad at all. 10 attack rating, which equates to about 30 AR. Not great, but it is what it is. We still need a soul rune. We have enough strength here. We can swap out the malice temporarily. Yeah, I think I was a concentrate barb. And more points in conviction actually seems pretty nice. Like, obviously, maxing vengeance is also solid. And it will increase our attack rating as well as the damage. That's tough. But more points in conviction is continuing to drop the res and the defense, which I really like. I don't think it's enough, though. I think I'm going to continue vengeance. We'll max vengeance out first.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
So there's, I don't know. For me, I find a lot of value in games that slow it down a lot. But it's definitely not the meta, right? The meta with all the games nowadays is faster, faster, faster. Which was nice. Path of Exile 2, at least to start, went back a little and was a slower start. I imagine it'll get pretty fast as it goes later, but at least it was nice to see that they were willing to make it kind of a tough, grindy game to start again. Yo, Rabas.
Love your content, bro.
With the 45. Or the 500 knock. Goodness gracious. Thank you. Thoughts on Last Epoch. I thought the game was... Oh my god. Mwah! Kisses to you. Both of you guys. Thank you so much. I thought the game had interesting ideas, but fell flat in play. There wasn't enough, like, monster identity, area identity for me. It had everything but fun. That's a little bit of a way to describe it. Without trying to be too mean about it. Oof. It struggled in one area, and that was fun. Cursed Ghosts are pretty nasty. Let's see the difference in our damage with these, by the way. 2, 5, 127, 357. I mean, it definitely has more damage, but we do lose out on some nice things. You didn't like the art style? Yeah, I didn't like the art style either, but I try not to be too judgmental on art style. Like, if a game is really good, art style doesn't matter nearly as much. There's a lot of games that I've loved that had terrible art. Kinda sad we don't get open wounds, though, to be honest. That's my biggest consideration for swapping back. Being able to have that open wounds tick. Come on, Tyrune, man. We are not getting very many runes from her, unfortunately. A little bit annoying. At this point, I need Soul Rune, basically.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Perfect. Act 1 Insight Mercenary would be nice, but I feel like we'd need a lot more levels before we could make that a possibility. We're really just missing some more of that damage. Once that honor comes online, it'll change up a lot for us. Thanks, Ant. Appreciate the Prime sub. I'm just using a Malice and a Flail right now, which just doesn't quite do it, you know? Like, okay. I'm level 32, which also doesn't quite do it. Honestly, leveling up a little bit more on Eldritch might have been not a horrible idea. I just wanted to get ahead here so we could start going after these runes, because we do have, you know, getting Am and Soul Rune is not easy. Would Tal 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 be better? No, Tal 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 is nice and that does have good poison damage, but it does nothing for Vengeance. Do keys on offline character mean nothing? You can do Ubers offline.
Go Bills.
Crazy game. Kiran son. Crazy game. I still can't believe Cooper decided to throw that ball back to Allen. What a wild move. Yeah, my first ever playthrough of BT Diablo, which is actually supposed to be a really hard mod. I found a Jaw rune and made an Enigma in hell, like Act 1. Oh, I don't have my aura on, okay. It's not bad.
Not here.
I mean, the only thing I think Vengeance needs is for the game to increase the base damage of weapons. If you make, you know, twin axes and flails and things like that do more damage, then Vengeance gets the increase just right there, and I think that would be enough. How can you counter physical immune? I deal cold, fire, light, and physical damage, so stealth is not good for my character right now. There are definitely better armors. Tal Tal. This is insane. These are terrible rune drops. I would love like Twitch Throw or something, you know. Damage charms are helpful, yeah. Grief's actually not very good for Vengeance. The flat damage doesn't help.
See You in Hell gifted a tier 1 sub to Wooly Lampkin.
See you in a heck. Thank you so much. Appreciate the gifted sub. I want a Soul Rune. I would also love an Io Rune. A couple more Hell Runes would also get me said Io Rune. Though we'd probably need a Shale as well. I mean, there's definitely a lot of farming to be done here. My Sharma Nightmare? With these rune drops, no. Okay.
So lay off Countess and see what the TZs are doing. Terra Moo would be worth a detour, no?
I don't really want to go fight cows. This isn't a great cow build. Cow builds generally are better with AoE. But there could be some nice terror zones. We can maybe lay off and then come back. I'm open to it.
I have 73 months on sub. To my calculations, that is approximately 4 days of diapers for your kids.
Sounds about right. K-Win! GG. Thank you so much for 73 months. Shale rune. Not the worst rune. Alright, let's go to normal. Let's check what these boots are. Not bad res, but we've got better there. We will drop that because that's better anyways.
What can I do for you?
Go here and there. Alright, so Travancore is terrorized, which is an interesting terror zone. See what it's like on Players 8. Probably need to separate them a little bit so they're not just constantly healing each other. It's okay. Okay, you guys come out here. Travincial. I feel like I used to pronounce it like that as well.
All I want for the holidays is Mr. Llama SC to get nothing but first ways and first run stealths. Oh, and some flowers and cookies.
That sounds nice. Thank you, Green Avenger. Come on. Why won't you come down here? You'll heal from up there, but you won't move away. Sheesh. Thank you. Why Travancore? Just to try out some Terror Zone leveling here. I mean, it is pretty nice. Honestly, doing Eldritch I think is still just as fine right now. What else were we gonna do in normal?
Afternoon.
Act 3 Mercenary. It's an idea because I have Conviction. He has Enchant. Get like a Fire Act 3 Merc. Plus we could make him a Spirit or something if we wanted. What up, what up? So it's just a lot easier to kill like mobs out here. Which is why leveling here is a lot better. I would be down to go higher in Act 3 Fire Merc though and see what he can do. Are you getting Punch Bar vibes? Very similar. And this is why I said farming a little bit of normal first is worth it. Like I said, I was hoping to...
Good afternoon.
Put that on him. I was hoping to kind of get the runes we wanted quickly and go forward from there, but we did not, so I'm okay with coming back here and doing a little farmy farm. This is Players 8, by the way, so Okay, there's an Eth rune, so we can make a stealth. I kind of like your idea of an Act 3 mercenary. Make him a stealth and... go from there. The one with static. One with static's definitely not bad, but I'd probably go for the fire because he'll enchant me as well. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Which I think, again, I find this to be really fun. For some people, they're like, oh, so slow, so boring. I get it. But I actually find it to be pretty fun that you really get to mix and match and test and just try out a bunch of different options, you know?
Good to see you.
Like we're just having fun experimenting right now. I definitely think fire is the correct choice here. 31 to mana. Okay. Ajid. Take your stealth. Take a fire res helm.
I can't use that yet.
Darn. Let's do this for him. We're gonna get him a 3-socket shield and make him an Ancient's Pledge. Yeah, SSDs are just so superior to hard drives, for sure. Unfortunately, streamers have zero say in anything Blizzard does. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Hey, look, there have definitely been parts of D2R that I have been able to influence. I was able to positively influence Mosaic. Unfortunately, not in all the ways I needed, and thus we ended up with the overpowered portion of it. But at least it's better than what it was. I was able to positively influence, in my opinion, Sunder Charms to actually have negative res. Before, Sunder Charms had positive res as well. Like, they were literally like... yeah. And I was like, guys, we don't need to just like power creep everything with it. Let's have negative. I wanted like negative to 100. I think it was negative 75 to 100. I think I had another negative on it as well. I was like, really make someone sacrifice to use it. Yeah, when they were first designed, they had positive res. Gems used to look super dumb until I got them to change the graphics for it. And now they look good, in my opinion. Let's see what else. Oops, keep doing that. There have been a few things, honestly. It couldn't have been better than what I made there, Binary. It was amazing. It still cracks me up. And then obviously, yeah, like the Blizzard animation, and there was a whole list of things, right, that they improved because we gave feedback on it. So there we go, finally. Okay, Ral or Tal.
I'll put that to good use.
Perfect. So we were able to have some influence for sure, I believe, in a positive way. I actually think this is doing more damage. Good call. But, oops, at this point, do I think there's much chance for us to have much influence? Doubtful. Because at this point, I'm not sure anything is going to change for D2. Didn't they get rid of most of the Detour team? Yeah, most of the team is either on D4 or not there anymore, and so garbage. Okay. The damage is actually not bad from the Act 3 Mercenary, especially because I'm running Conviction. So, with our powers combined, 22% Magic Find is nice. We can save those for if we want to Magic Find later on. Excuse me.
Afternoon.
This little baby sneeze. You sneeze like that too and you hate it? Yeah, a lot of people think it's like intentional or fun or whatever. No, it's horrible. It hurts so much. Mosaic was a good idea with not great execution. Keep accidentally going to Nightmare.
Yes.
Like, the idea of actually making the martial arts assassin viable is great because she does suck. Exactly, Catalyst. The unfortunate part is how it ends up being. So the answer to your question is yes. No, because I think trying to make some weird DEI claim about it is just kind of racist and messed up. It was an idea that they tried to put in that didn't work in the right way. That's about it. It's just a weird thing you're trying to claim. Alright, let's make some full rejuves. The D2R team is amazing. Like, they did such a fantastic job anyways. This one just didn't work. Unfortunately. Alright, let's continue here. We'll probably just go to 35, then we can go back. Try farm some more in Nightmare there. See if our mercenary can survive. It's always hard. Yeah, like, I have greater expectations and more I desired from this game, but I can't be that mad because, honestly, they did a pretty good job with it. Are there viable alternatives to Mosaic, though? No, I mean, that's the thing. Martial Arts Assassin was bad without Mosaic, so they created Mosaic, and it made her too good. But there's no, like, viable alternative, really. I mean, you can do some kicks and stuff. You can... With, you know, Rift and stuff. There's some, like, fun little builds like that, but... Always hard. That was my nickname in high school. Yeah. Why would that be my nickname? My nickname was Little Cocky. Because I, you know, thought highly of myself, they said. It's hard to beat on the track. Ooh, Fire Shrine. Fire Shrines are actually great for leveling. Birdie, since you don't die on it, it's not going to kill you. It'll just do a lot. It does whatever percent. Bro, I wish Bladesin was more. Yeah, there's no hitbox unless you're like far enough away from it. It's funny that we ended up here again anyways. I was like, we're gonna push forward, and the game was like, are you sure about that? So we went back to go level up to 35. And now we can give another try in Nightmare. See how our mercenary looks. He's got pretty good res, which is nice.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Okay, but he's gonna be really dumb with this walking path, so he's gonna die. Why would you walk into them? God, the AI on mercenaries is so bad. Literally just stand. Horrible. Am I ready for PoE 2? I am ready for PoE 2. We're gonna give it the old college try. See if we can have some fun, play through it. Try and make some guides on it. See how it all goes. Oh, I am on players 8. That actually makes sense for why that was extra hard. I was like, man, we stink. Try to avoid switching over to PoE 2 entirely. I mean, I don't know if I'd switch over entirely, but maybe we'll give it, you know, if it's a fun time, we could give it like a month or something. Definitely some possibility. So we are a high player count here. Maybe on players 1 the mercenary will be alright. Probably not. He'll still probably be really dumb, but... Thanks, Sam. Alright, so let us continue. Down here. We also leveled, we'll go another point of vengeance there. We'll get our max block still to 75. Go resurrect him. See what Ajit can do. Definitely been a slow moving normal. Alright, don't die, buddy. Shale Tear and a Saigon's Belt, which is a nice belt. Oh wait, sorry, it's a belt. Hisaris, not... That's a plated belt. Hisaris Belt is also quite nice. Because if we can get Hisaris Boots now, ooh, that could be really primo. Which, we could go back and farm normal if we wanted. Gotta find me a better weapon. Yeah, I mean, we're really in the try and just do a little bit here. And we've got some shell runes going. some more attack rating. Oh my god, mercenary. There you go. Look at that damage. Go, buddy, go. Beautiful. 8 to max, 78 AR. Can't I shop a big ED weapon by now? We can go look. Will there be any nice exceptionals we can shop? And we have our list still. We want... Black does have IO, but... Black is generally used just for boss killing. I mean, it's alright. It's a decent enough weapon. We could use it as a base as well. But we know what we want here. We want a Knout, a Divine Scepter, or a Twin Axe. One of those three. Oh, he's dead. Get him! Ooh. Curse is nasty. So something you can do to save your mercenary is teleport out like that, right? That was also a little bit to save ourselves, but especially our mercenary. So if you ever find yourself in a pretty nasty spot, unfortunate. There is a Warhammer though, which could be big damage. I mean a Knout. Good call. See it? 83% ED, 10 to max. 120 attack rating. Okay. That is pretty good. It is a little slow. 1 to barb skills.
Impossible.
It is a little slow. But
I will cleanse this world.
it's got some decent damage on it. And I like the bonus attack rating actually. Good damage though when we hit. What's the what do I need to upgrade it? Yeah, the speed on it is the rough part. No, mercenary. Ort Perfect Sapphire. It's a little much. But potential. At least it's damage, you know? You can it's a very visible difference between our damage before and after. So even though it's a little slower, I do like it. The base is 100 strength required. Okay, it's workable. No, it's just players 1. But at least we hit like a truck now, kind of. We can put them in hit recovery and stuff. Pretty good. Able to one-shot some of the mobs. Oh, the bosses aren't conviction. I'm conviction. More vitality. And again, we're just keeping enough dexterity so we have that max block, or just about, which is 75%, while Holy Shield is active. Always remember that. Alright, let's get a soul rune here.
I am overburdened.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta tell the game what you need, you know? Just be very serious about it. Ask nicely. Okay, so let's see. You're there. I don't need that. I don't think I have an L rune, but that's something we can go try and get back there. Am L Ith Tier Soul Sir Corbin Dallas. Mwah! With the 5 gifted subs. So we also don't have our weapon base yet. Lilu Multipass. So we can kind of wait a little there. But at least we know we just will need to get an L rune at some point. Which means we can go forward. We don't have the IO.
If you could make 3
That's
changes to this game, what would they be?
Stackable runes and gems.
I will
A gem bag, or a charm bag, so my inventory gets freed up again. And improve weapon base damage. Yeah. This will be my 3. Loot filter is less desired by me, but something I do think people would enjoy. Use that Ammon Ort for the hammer. Do I need a sapphire? Hey, Steven. Amart P Sapphire, yeah. You sent me an email, I need to read it.
I hope you're having good holidays. Don't forget to prime sub with Bezos bucks.
Wow! Oh. Ow. The curse. That hurt. Yeah, like, it would be kind of fun to up this and socket it with a shale rune and just, like, smack-a-doodle-do with it. But, ooh, 52 to life. I do love the mana, but 52 to life is way too much to pass up. I wish it was another resistance, but that's okay.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Thank you for reminding everybody about their Twitch Prime subs, and thank you for the gifted subs and the sweet comment. It's just a tried and tested CD build, that's all. Cold Enchanted Curse. Curse is still brutal, man.
What is the #1 investing tip you would give any user, given that you're not our financial advisor?
The #1 investment tip I would give to anybody is pay yourself first. And what that means is put money first into savings or the market or wherever it is. I like to just get, you know, VTSAX, just kind of put it into a general broad market fund that covers all the stocks. I'm not trying to pick the best stock. I'm just saying, hey, for the last 100+ years, the average annual return on the market is like 10.9% or something. I don't need to pick the next Netflix or Amazon or whatever, because in doing that, I also have big risk in that I pick the one that bombs and I don't make any money and I, you know, whatever. So I just go for the broad market. But I pay myself first. So whenever I get my paycheck, Twitch sends, you know, on the 14th or whatever, money to my account. The first thing that happens is an automatic withdrawal. I don't even see it. I set it up to be automatic, of money that will just straight go into market fund. So that way I don't have to think about it. I don't have to remember it. I don't have to see the money in my account and then after I go and have fun doing all the stuff and whatever, then decide, oh, I should save some money and look at my account and I have no money left. Right? That's the biggest thing that I found was, you know, when I made $30,000 a year, I was able to survive on $30,000. Then when I made $40,000, $50,000, I was able to survive on those amounts. But I'd always kind of spend more up to what I was making, right? Lifestyle creep, babies, all the stuff. And so you're like, well, wait, I wish I had more of this money I could, you know, have put away. But if you wait till the end of your expenses, money always finds a way. You always somehow find a way where you're like, oh, I can do this, can do that. But if you pay yourself at the start, then you kind of make do. So if I'm making $70,000, you know, this year, and I want to live as if I'm on 50, you know, 5,000, I can just schedule for 15 grand to be automatically deducted over the course of the year and then just live as if I made 55 grand. And it just works out so much better than at the end of the month or the pay period, then having the decision, oh, now I'm going to put whatever's left in savings. When I do that, all of a sudden, oh, I only have a few hundred to put in there now, you know.
What is the average annual return on a Moo Girl?
It's pretty good. The second tip is find a moo girl. Isn't it better to not spend money on stuff you don't really need? Yeah, I mean, that's also a good tip. But if you take money at the start, the amount you wish to save, and then invest that, then you don't feel guilty about spending money you have. There's none of that, right? It's like, all right, whatever's left, I can spend. Or I can choose to save some more, whatever.
Moo pulled him away from stream yesterday and demanded 3 more kids.
Kind of. We're watching all the cute, awful Hallmark Christmas movies, and they'll have like 3 kids in it, and she's like, do we need to have another kid now?
Nice.
Does llama produce any annual return? Okay, look. I'm an investment that doesn't have any returns exactly.
Nachos at a restaurant,
but
or
returns in love.
By the police?
Wow. Not been served a restraining order. Superior twin axe. Hold up. Ah, 1 open socket. Darn. That would have been so good. That was what we were looking for. After playing Vengeance in PD2, it'd be hard to play it here. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, whenever you go and get spoiled by all the big splash, crazy damage stuff, definitely makes it harder. If you want to farm Nightmare in Dariel, Waypoint, definitely solid to snag. I might grab it just as a potential farm spot. Something we could consider. Why Twin Axe? Twin Axe is an exceptional base that will get 5 sockets. 100% ED.
Join my army of the dead.
What do you say to the people who say you play video games all day, which isn't a real job? Do
I
you
say,
tell them about your Moo investors?
I say, you don't know what you're talking about, Dad. It is a real job. or whoever. Always accepting Moo investors.
I need a key.
Look, if you subscribe to the Llama channel, you are investing in the Llama, and he will return you with great content and love. What more can you really want than that? Your dividend comes in love. No money returns. But Llama's love is worth more than money, right? That's what I've convinced Moo Girl of. So why not you too? Alright. Let's see if we can have our mercenary actually come over here and fight in Dariel. There you go. There you go, buddy. Weddings are expensive, y'all. Can't afford that right now. I would need like 5,000 subs to afford a wedding. Easy. Not great drops, but that's okay.
My work.
And just like that, give yourselves a clap. Dang, Luke. Act numero uno is complete. Take a look at some things. Meh. Nothing quite there. Well, RPG won't even offset the cost spent on making the game. Yeah, it's because you're so expensive, Warren. Sheesh.
Thanks.
You didn't take it on my behalf. You took it on your behalf, you said. Don't put that on me. Oh, Warren, I sent you a Discord message. I gotta say, this hammer has really improved the playthrough so far. Okay, thanks. I know you could still be sitting there and be like, oh, it's still low damage. Yeah, of course it is. It's it's vengeance, but we actually kind of hit like a truck a little bit now. We got a Warhammer. We haven't upped it yet. What's the level requirement if we up it? Okay. Put on our Holy Shield. 72, 74, 75, and then Vitality. Jeez, Warren. Steel Driver would be so cool. Alright, there's a Crystal Sword. Level 25. Alright, so we could up it and shale it and just run a giant battle hammer. I don't hate it because it is playing pretty nicely. You know? So half of me wants to do that. We would need a little more strength though, right? That's the only thing. Spirit for Crystal Sword for Mercenary. It would be nice. The biggest issue is... That's pretty nice. I'd have to use the Amarin there. I just don't have spare AMs to do that, really. Boa tarde. Level 25, 100 strength. Yeah, we're at 85 strength, so we'd have to put a little bit in there. But, and what's the base damage? What's the average damage of a battle hammer versus a war hammer? $46.5 versus 24. Wow. Double the damage. Oh man, you are really trying to convince me here. It is potentially working. That is really good average. It's a really good average there. Act 3 Mercenary has Enchant, and I'm running Conviction. So just extra there. Now, what's really going to be important and a big part of just everything, 53 to life, might be better. 26 light res. I think I'll do that. Is what happens at the Nightmare Forge. That is a very, very big question. How many frames would the Sharon get us? I do not know. Mind Scheiser, thank you. I'd have to use Warren's calculator. So from Nightmare Forge, there's honestly many options. Hey, we got the Black Raptor Nest boss group, one of my favorites. The first option, of course, is Umrune, which gets us either Crescent Moon or Duress, which is, both are fantastic. Honestly, with this, I'd probably run Crescent Moon. Just because it's pretty big, right? The second option, of course, is getting a Lem rune. And there's a few different weapon options we could get with Lem. But honestly, I'd probably just make Treachery, 45 IAS. It's really nice. And then Fade. But we could also look at other options with it. Korune gets us Hustle potential. Falrune gets us Unbending Will potential. Yeah, hustle weapon or armor. Depending what weapon we have. Yeah, that can spawn as a boss mob. It's not often, but it is possible, and it's always fun when it does. What item gives conviction? I'm a paladin. I'm just running conviction. It's pretty rare. Pole rune gets us whatever the name of that helmet is that has cannot be frozen. Is it wisdom? Okay, wisdom.
There's nothing the right potion can't cure.
Any other rune probably gives us disappointment. Io rune, I guess, allows us to make hearth still, or bulwark for Neor mercenary. Lum rune, we can make a smoke, which is okay. Yeah, that pretty much covers most of the stuff. Wouldn't Blessed Aim and Insight be better than my enchant? Blessed Aim and Insight would definitely be solid. I need to find a base though. I don't have a weapon base yet. And this Fire Mercenary is honestly doing really well. Now we could also run like Holy Freeze instead of the Blessed Aim just to be a little more survivable. But, I mean, how about some style points for using an Act 3 mercenary, right? How often do you use that? Give him spirit and lore and he'll be better? Yeah, for sure. That would definitely improve him some. But then I'd be using my Am rune and my Soul rune. Which again, I guess would work if all were... Oh no, I'd still need the Am rune to upgrade. Anyways, so... Wait, do I not have waypoint yet? Huh. No clue. Lots of bosses there, but guess we'll kill this one. Just want to find a waypoint right now, really. Have I imbued anything yet? Not yet. So we definitely could find a nice weapon and imbue it as well. But we actually, I mean, we have such a good rare on right now that it's difficult. Well, look at those magic weapons. They can have Lavi D. Because we have a good weapon. We have 83 D, 10 max, 120 AR. Prevent monster heal. We could also imbue some boots belts. You'll give me $1 to imbue and use a crowbill weapon. It's probably not enough. I gotta use it too. I can't use it if it's garbage. This Warhammer's crushing right now. It's like 1 billion diapers. And look, I do want 1 billion diapers, but the problem is if I socket my weapon, you get to start going into conviction now for a few more points. Then I can't use my socket quest on, you know, like a twin axe or a knout or whatever white base we find. You think you've ever equipped a Warhammer? You're missing out. Warhammers are GG. Remember that you always have, at least we do, that point in salvation. So whenever you're in a nasty spot like this, you can just use a quick salvation point. Help yourself and your mercenary out. Then you can swip back to conviction whenever you're ready. My mercenary does not have spirit. They just have a random white broadsword that we could socket and make a spirit in eventually, potentially. But again, I'm probably going to want to socket a base for myself and or a base for a mercenary for insight. Has conviction help us with this build? I deal cold, fire, and lightning damage. So it helps all of the damages that I deal. Oops. Getting sapphire. Beautiful divine. Money, money, money. Let's see, do we have not enough? But we do have that chip sapphire, so that's good. Good money so far, which is really nice to see. Nothing of value there. And point there. I guess. Oh. I'm gonna go for the honor. Yeah, fanaticism actually ends up not being good. It's good in that you get the attack rating. Wait. Where am I? Oh, it is over there. Okay. I guess we were looking for a waypoint. You get the attack rating and you get the attack speed. But it's bad in that you don't get the damage. I mean, you do get the damage technically just for the physical portion of your damage, but not the elemental additionals. So it would still actually end up being alright, if we're going to be honest. Because being able to attack more frequently and getting the attack rating boost would still be beneficial. Is it more beneficial than conviction? possibly. Like, I think it could still be good even without getting the damage.
Light guide my way in this accursed place.
Okay, let's find the snakes. Wrap around. Ooh, okay. Double hustle mercenary. I mean, how do you guys think I'm getting all these runes? We definitely can farm Hell Countess, you know, give it a try.
The light can never be extinguished by evil.
Okay, I think we're done with Malice. So we can drop it. This weapon has proven to be good enough. Sad Malice sounds. Malice did great for us.
Greetings.
What's the best in slot weapon for vengeance? It is not going to be grief, as grief, the added damage doesn't add to the vengeance. So it's probably a Breath of the Dying. Berserker Axe. Kingslayer any good? Kingslayer is not bad. I'd rather have Honor, right? Honor just has more ED, more AR, more of everything that we really want. But Kingslayer is workable. Yeah, Crescent Moon is nice, but Breath of the Dying just has... It's just so much damage. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of King's Grace. You're right. Kingslayer is the one that's like Malgol. That one, right? Malgol pole or something, whatever. First way.
Rest in peace, tortured soul.
Malgol foul. There you go.
Fresh meat.
First way, not a speedrun confirmed.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's not a speedrun. See if we can find it. Don't really feel like fighting a ton of the dudes down here. Not my favorite monsters to kill, all these little skellies and unravelers and stuff. But let's kind of clear out some basics. Now, what do we do for Duriel again? First we can repair. Can head over here. That's right, we chug, chug, chug. So we can chug 2, 3, 4.5 minutes right there for ourselves. And we can give to our mercenary some potions as well. Can also look, see if I have any cold res gear. No, 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 no. There we go. Gets us to 70 cold res. Make sure we're players 1. And we can go fight Duriel. And now with 70 cold res as opposed to 0% cold res, we're in a much better position. Now, is Duriel still going to be annoying? Yeah. Make sure we get our Holy Shield on. Get our Conviction rolling. The duration of them stacks. Better position than the Cowboys. Hey! Cowboys are on a win streak right now. Are they going to turn it around, go 10-7, sneak into the playoffs, and win it all? I'm feeling like maybe they will. Thanks for F6 for the 59 months and SNT for the tier 3 59 months. Need to craft blood gloves or something? Agreed. Duriel's painful because he has that Holy Freeze aura, which even if you have Cannot Be Frozen, you cannot stop. 29 light res on gloves, that's not bad. Alright, I don't have a perfect ruby at all, so we'll just have to wait for some crushing blow gloves. In the meantime, we'll just slow and steady through Duriel. He's just going to be the hardest boss, especially Nightmare right now because we still don't have any crushing blow. We could make a strength or something, but that's hold the shield up. That's our Amrune. So if we found more Amrunes, there's a lot of things we could do. But with only the single Amrune and us wanting honor, we can't really burn them right now. Though we do have potentially a second Amrune. Because we have 2 Thols and we'll have 3 Orts if we don't have it yet. So, maybe. I have Rhyme. Again, this is Holy Freeze, so you can't stop from being frozen from Holy Freeze. Sozen, thank you. 30 months with the sub. Appreciate it. You would think Hades. We're at Nightmare Duriel. Oh yeah, Holy Freeze was real bad in the alpha. It's all good. We got our mercenary over there to help out.
It is an honor to serve you.
Stack would be more useful. Oh, for sure it would. But that's really just for the boss. You know? I like the overall getting enchant and everything better. But yes, getting an Act 3 Lightning Mercenary would be a little better for bosses because he does have static. Does Crushing Blow help a little bit? Crushing Blow would help massively, but again, we don't really have anything with Crushing Blow currently. We could make a Strength. We can go back and try and farm more runes from the Nightmare Countess, but I thought, you know, let's get moving forward. I will be playing Path of Exile 2. I'd say the hype level's decently high. It's like an 8 for me. Yeah, Act 3 Merce and Chance, and also deals fire damage. And a little slow, but pretty safe. Just like that. Give yourselves the clap. Duriel is down. Easy peasy. I don't know what class yet. That's not bad damage. 63 to 143. Act 2 Mercenary would do well with that. You probably just want to use a one-hander for Berserk with the shield. Yeah, our mercenary's got the visual poison bug. Forever false poisoned. I'd say what's really nice is we're about at the point with this character now where we can push through and kill, you know, most every mob decently effectively. One shot, two shot for a lot of them. And that's a pretty good spot to be in for a, like, playthrough character, right? That's what I would generally say you're wanting to aim for. If you're having to do like 4 or 5 shots on every mob like we were at the Malice there, it's getting really difficult. But where we're at now, we can hit a decent amount of the time. We have, you know, 57% chance to hit, 67% right there, which is okay. It could be a little better. That's okay. And remember, we are looking for a base. So we're still looking for a white or socketed knout, divine scepter, or twin axe. Still are desired. Ooh. A little dangerous. We're gonna cook up an honor. Okay, so we have Great Marsh there. War Spear. Not for us. character screen doesn't take minus defense percent into account. True. That is our chance to hit, not counting conviction aura. Which makes sense because... I mean, I guess while you have it, it could, but... Let's go back. I don't know, click a lot. 15 energy is kind of nice, as mana is helpful here, but not quite enough. We'll go ahead and swap back to our bigger life belt. Go with a slightly less Coldras. Again, if I could get Angelic Ring or Hisaris Boots, we would be very happy. Remodded today? No remodded today. We'll be playing this. Spooter time. Now, in regards to the bases and why we want to just push here and everything. Once you get to Act 3, you can go to the Lower Kuros and you can just do Lower Kuros farming and just run around there and pop all the poppables and do that a few times and you will find your bases. You will find your Infinity base, your Insight base. Oh, yeah. To be expected down here. You will find your, you know, twin axe, whatever it is. You can find the bill. That's what I like to use for insight. $461%. That's a great amount of magic find. That is a great amount. When I was like full stacked, I was up around like 700. But the difference between 468 and 700 isn't that much, to be honest. Hey Mercenary, if you want to get out from behind the wall and fight, I'd be cool with it. He's like, spiders, man. No thanks. Which synergies do you recommend to boost? I mean, it kind of depends what your build is, where you're going, you know? If I think I can get, like, that crescent moon. Well, part of me wants to boost, you know, the resist lightning then. You can also kind of just balance them out between all of them. It's going to boost all the damage. Do we think the 3 goes to the right is the big question. King's Grace is good, but Honor is better. So that is our aim. Ow. Okay. Alright, Flare Jungle. Ooh, rare cudgel. Let's see it. It's not bad. Not quite good enough, but not bad. They still don't have melee splash? No. And I say thank goodness. Melee splash is probably one of my least favorite things added to every single mod and new ARPG. Removes all skill identity, class identity, for the sake of making everything the same. Yes, so 5 sockets can be difficult to get in Nightmare, which is why we are going for bases that will guaranteed get 5 sockets when we use our Larzik quest on them. So if we find a white 5 or a white Knout, a white Divine Scepter, or a white Twin Axe, they have a maximum socket of 5, and Larzik will give us that max socket. Thus, those are what we're going to aim for. Otherwise, just finding a flat 5 socket is possible, but it can be difficult. Isn't every melee class hitting one mob at the time the same? I mean, how they hit is very different. You have something, you know, with Zeal hitting many times. You have, you know, Smite having a stun knock. But also it does just give more identity, at least between what a ranged versus a melee is. Okay, so we can continue with Conviction if desired, which I don't hate because it is minus defense %, which is nice. Percy, thank you for the 70 months. Or we can look to start adding synergy damages in. I'll go a little more Conviction, because Conviction does just continue at the flat 5%. Per, and that can be really nice. Okay, we'll go here, we'll put some Vitality. Yeah, once you get to level 25, Conviction falls off. I mean, doesn't fall off, but you just don't get any more boost there. Wow, Binary. What am I playing on December 6th? Path of Exile. Blizzard's got to do more than one update for me to pick D2 over PoE 2. Like launch, you know. I feel like the Resistors are a bad synergy. It'd be kind of cooler if it was like Holy Shock, Holy Freeze. But I don't hate it though, because you do get a bunch of nice res and stuff with it later, which is fun. Oh jeez. Okay. Let's go heal. Dang, he died fast. Yeah, they've done a lot of good stuff with PoE 2. Dang. I was hoping he would, they would fight me more. Yeah, PoE is definitely a great holdover until LOM RPG comes out. What I'm hearing. Why can only Necros use shields in D4? Because it's not greatly designed. Pretty bad itemization. The itemization is like one of my least favorite things within it. Dang, we got frost burns. Doesn't really do a lot for us. Don't even get the offhand enhance damage. We don't even get it. That applies after vengeance. Oh my god. Our mercenary's getting pummeled right now. This is definitely where that insight mercenary would be really nice. We don't have the runes. Have to go back and farm them again. No, traps on a traps and do not leech. What weapon should a druid get? Depends what kind of druid you're planning to be. Okay. Whew. Bye bye, Frosties. Alright. See if you can do better at Jeed. Slow and steady wins the race. I think especially coming from a speedrunning background and playing, you know, having played all the OP characters in Diablo 2, it makes me appreciate and enjoy these kinds of characters that much more. Where it is slowed down.
This snow has been crazy. 23 inches for me so far, and just a
Jeez.
few miles away 54 inches.
Wow. That's insane.
I can't carry anymore.
Yes, I will be playing the Path of Exile. Go ahead and move forward a little. Let's get to the Lower Kurast. Let's get to farming there. Get our weapons. And continue. Okay, so we're in the Lower Kurast. Again, there are a lot of poppables here. First thing I'm going to do is really just get the waypoint, because I need to do the Flare Jungle. But once we get that, we will be coming back And we will be popping everything, and we'll be doing so on players 8. It'll be lovely. I mean, slow pace still has teleport. All right. Let's go to the dungeon. Oh, it's level 40, pretty nice. Perfect. And level 3. Come on, let's get our level up. I have considered Unbending Will. I mean, again, it all comes down to what do we get? What runes do we get? That is pretty much everything in determining. So again, we'll go another point conviction. Pretty trash. 28 light res is nice, but I really want some attack rating on it or something. So, unfortunate there. Let's go ahead and morph some of these guys. Alright. And we are at 71, 74, 75, and there we go. So, now is the time we go around the Lower Cross. And what did we talk about with that? We go to players 8. And we just pop everything. That's it. Our mercenary's gonna die. That's okay. This is also a great place to get gold, by the way. Gems, jewels. You're gonna have skeletons and chests and racks and all sorts of goodies spread all out. It's usually pretty good to actually get some keys as well.
It's locked.
Greater talents. See if we can find some keys. There we go. Rare ring, rare ammi. I mean, it is a wonderful place to farm. Low quality Rondich. That could be very high res potentially for us if we wanted to make a spirit a little later. 18 all res. Okay. Talrune. Tabar. Maul. Now, many items will be damaged or low quality. We're not really interested in that. Another Hell Rune, one away from our IO. I mean, again, this is... We're having a very good run of it, but it's a good place, to say the least. And there is a white twin axe right there. looking around. Again, one more eye would be really nice. Weapon rack. Flawless diamond. Okay. And you can rinse and repeat. Do I have a Fury Druid walkthrough? I can't remember if I do. I don't in D2R, but in LOD do I potentially? Alright, let's see. 1 to Amazon skills, but 8 to energy, 43 life, 25 light res, 9 fire res. That is fantastic. Love it. 31 attack rating. That is not fantastic. 18 all res can overtake the 12 all res if we ever do end up getting something there. Also, this armor has probably worn itself out. Can do that. Can go there. Can sell that. All right. And we actually, like I said, have the twin axe right here, so we're actually good to go if we wanted. We do need an L rune though, which we can try and just find out here. We can try and find in normal. I'll run around here a little bit more. We might pick it up. And
I am overburdened.
If only, if only.
I need a key.
Rare ring.
I need a key.
There's a shark skin belt that we can imbue. Grab some keys. And there's a damaged bill, which could be used for an insight. Again, remember, damaged though does lower the damage decent amount, and we don't love that. 21 all res on a crown shield, that's even better. Again, we can look to make a spirit potentially in the future if we can get one more hell rune or an IO rune. Can make a hearth for our helm and swap out the shield. There's a towel.
I am overburdened.
We've got some keys.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, crown shield's got decent block chance as well. I mean, this is nice here, but 23 to mana. I like that over the 1 to 2 cold. 5 life stolen. Damage reduced and magic damage reduced is kind of nice, but not quite nice enough. We'll do that. We'll do this. We will replace that again. And we can get rid of that guy for now. All right. Let's go imbue. Oh, did we not get the imbue in Nightmare? Guess not, just in normal. Just in normal. That's okay. We will go to farm for an L rune. So, where do you farm for an L rune? Dang, that's a pretty bad imbue. I'd rather have the life. Here, we'll save it. There's honestly a couple places. Cow level is terrorized, which is kind of interesting. Countess isn't amazing. So, Act 2 Tombs is where I like to go. Again, remember you'll want to be on players 8. Countess is okay. Probably do want my mercenary. Arcane is also not a bad spot. The ghost. Your attack speed is a little low. So with this attack speed, maybe we should be running some Countess. Yeah, the chest at the end. I really just love the chest here. Oh, got the Eld. Oops. Trying to hit with my staff. Come on. I got it. Let's get our mercenary, at least. Say cows could also be decent, but with terrorized cows, it'll be a little bit harder. Yep, we can also do our socket while we're here. Precisely. 11 cold res is not bad. All right. Rune. Oh wait, I'm on players 8. No wonder. It's like, wow, they're hard. Okay, let's go to an easier section. There we go. That's better. Llama the mercenary right now. What are you talking about? I'm doing big boy damage. No, my DPS. Shoot.
It's locked.
Fight the king. Ow! I needed my DPS with me. Oh, oops. I didn't set TP. Hit them. Don't be a fool. I mean, attack them though. Don't just like stand. Oh my god, he's so dumb. Why is he so dumb? Alright. Not there. To the Countess we go. Come on. Turn the bird? We will. It's for a nightmare, so. Honestly, I should be players 8 popping the chest. Maybe get an L rune. Could also just go around the catacombs and pop all those chests. I have a rare battle hammer I found. Tal. See what we can get. Honestly, lower curse might also not be horrible there.
I need a key.
It's the easiest of all the runes. I wonder if I should just go farm Nightmare Countess. Because she can drop an L rune, and then she also can drop a bunch of other useful runes that we could enjoy. So many options, so many ways to go about it. Okay.
I need a key. I need a key.
A lot of chips. Actually want to kill Indariel. Just to see if she'll drop us Elrune. Additionally, she could drop us like Hisaris boots, which would be pretty dope.
Can't carry any.
Yeah, cows are just a little rough right now, especially because they are terrorized. They're a higher level, which is difficult. Oh, really? Okay. Get death set. I mean, that would be amazing as well. We have to go farm the cows for it. Alright. And he doesn't have great death set drop chances. But Hisaris, pretty decent. Buckler.
I can't.
One Dex, 1 to 4 lightning, 1 to 4 lightning. Need all the chips. Let's check out the gloves first. Garbage. Hey, it's Hisaris. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm like, curse you. Wrong Hisaris piece. Now we can take a look at what is the entire set. And it does have cannot be frozen. But it requires us to use the garbage shield, so unfortunate. Womp womp. Okay, let's see what we want to get rid of here. We can probably take some of these and cube up some morales. That works. Okay, there's our Twin Axe. Alright, 5 socket Twin Axe.
Good afternoon.
Maybe we try the Arcane. See how it goes. We found the Twin Axe in the Nightmare Lower Kurost. It's where you're really going to find all your bases if you ever need them. I feel like Arcane's got a decent shot. It'd help if we had any ghosts, but we're making that into an honor. It is a guided playthrough. Yes, it is a slower paced one, as there is a lot of farm. But that generally happens with most of these melee ones anyways. Say I'm around 32 to 33,000 hours. Yeah, we're not running a high attack speed weapon right now. We're just running for a big old brute. Smack him down. Why not Source? I've done Sorceress guided playthroughs. This is the not Sorceress guided playthrough. Alright. No runes yet. Alright. Maybe Countess it is. And maybe it's Nightmare Countess as well. Let's go there. Let's go to Nightmare Countess. Because again, if we could find ourselves another Hell rune or an Io rune, we will be able to shift out of Rhyme Shield, which is nice, but it's only 30 all-res right now, and we could get a 21 all-res Spirit Shield, which gives us a lot of everything, right? Gives us more mana, gives us more life, gives us more res, plus skills, hit recovery, and we'll just get the Canopy Frozen on a Hearth instead. Heraldic Shield, 4 sockets. Oh, 4 sockets, but no res on it. Whoa! Oh man, that had some interesting things in it. I did not expect the curse there. I didn't think about it. I didn't look at it, you know?
Hello.
We also were not prepped with our rejuves anyways. Spicy. Alright. It's all good.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
And that's why you always look and see what mob you're gonna be fighting, and if they have curse or whatever they have. This is a terrible tower thus far though. Wow, look how long it is. Teleport magic res, not so bad. Elrin, Elrin, Elrin. Hell rune, Io rune. Io. Let's get him. Players 1. Ethrune. Not quite. Tesladin or Firedin, which is stronger? Tesladin in the late game is insanely ridiculously good. Probably my favorite and the strongest melee build, I feel like, in the game. Crushes players 8 content. Easily. Why the Act 3 mercenary? He gives enchant, I give conviction. It's a team match made in heaven. Check it. 14 all res. I'm farming L rune. And Io. And Hell, because Hell makes Io. So there's really 3. I would also take additional soul runes. Additional Am runes. So there are many possibilities. Okay, Steve. Okay, there's a spare Am rune. So now we can upgrade our weapon if we want. Or we can use it for something else. 69 attack rating over 62.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Nine all res, 4 open sockets. Okay, so we wouldn't have to use a socket quest for that one. Which means we could get it earlier. Tough. Is there a rare Warhammer that dropped? Yeah, it's the Nightmare one. Oh my god, the Eldrune again. Curse you.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Game's killing me. Help, I need my DPS. Okay. L, 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 L. Hammers don't count for Hodo? Yeah. They do not. Neff Am Thul. Alright, I mean the Amrins are popping now, so that's something. Why do I have 90 strength? Where am I getting additional 5? Three to strength and 2 to strength. Huh, those 2 charms. Alright, well, we can level up twice and then upgrade our hammer for the very short time until we use honor, which should be right around the corner. Come on. Okay, Worm Skull can go. Tier. These gloves can go. This can go. Okay.
The order welcomes you.
Yeah, I have another tier.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
I have like 2 more tier runes at least. Yeah, conviction lowers defense, which is really nice. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. It's very nice. Ah. We're just like right in the middle of this garbage, you know?
What can I do for you?
Oops, meant to put. I guess I didn't need then strength. We're gonna do honor, so we don't need to re-roll it. Yeah, L is the worst drop chance. What is the Nightmare Countess's L drop chance, actually? Not sure. 1 in 21.7? What is it from normal? One in 9.5. That is a pretty substantial difference. But Io Rune and Hell Rune are also possible here, which I really like. And just like anything else. Oh boy. Well, that's pretty nice. 1 max damage. 9 dex is actually really nice. 20 to mana and 6 all res. So let's see. If we go over this, it's a small drop. If we go over this one, similar. Okay, we'll swap that one out. Oh, I can make tons of ancient pledges right now, I know.
I will cleanse.
Yeah, it's nice resistances there for us on it. And those are the small things that we can get by doing Nightmare Countess, even though, of course, it is a worse drop chance for the L rune. Yeah, it's a very decent ring. Darn. Kinda hoping we just get the L run from one of these guys, honestly. L-I-O. Hell. Yeesh, 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 yeesh. Alright, back to normal. We lose our nightmare map. Yeah, it's alright. It wasn't like an amazing map. It was just okay at best. Okay, pretty close tower. Darn. I don't want to do terror zones. harder. So that actually deters me from cows. This is part nightmare, kind of our postman's not done. Elrune! Alright. Whew. Now we can finally do the thing we need to do. Am, El, Ith, Tier, Soul. And we have a beautiful honor. 160 ED, 1 all skills, 9 min, 9 max, 250 AR, lifesteal, deadly strike, low mana per kill, strength, replenish life, all the goodies. And a better attack speed than this guy. You did us well. You did a great job for us, Mr. Warhammer. But it's time to upgrade, as they say in Germany. Upgraded and shaled would be better for sure. Yeah, maybe, but let's not dive into it. This also gets us +1 all skills. That's another point there, another point there, another point there. Oftwerten. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Is Hustle good for this build? Sure. More IAS and everything's always nice. What build is Hustle not good for? Liz Source. Not used Amp for that. Are you going to throw on a Spirit Shield? So, a Spirit Shield is definitely a debate now, but I still would need another source of Cannot Be Frozen. So we have to figure that out. I have Rhyme currently, yes. So, just drop a Raven Frost. We did that on the last playthrough of this character, apparently. Deaths is always one of the easiest solutions. But we didn't get any of the dual death. Hearth is probably what we're gonna aim for.
Llama.
Thanks, Tato. Probably turn my Holy Shield on. Okay, and let's see if we can separate these guys out a little bit. This is not remodded, this is just plain Jane D2R. Ooh, fanaticism right down there. I do not want that. No, don't fire on them. Why would you aggro those guys, you fool? No! Man, he's got good fires too. They're just so ridiculous. 14 to max damage. Hello. Put that in a helmet. Perfect. Nice and easy. The builds in Remodded have been too easy, but, you know, I mean, the point is it's more of a endgame mod, right? Like most of them are. Now, getting the waypoint here can be very nice if you want to do some Mephisto farming. And Nightmare Mephisto is really where you start to pick up and have some decent farming like abilities and just spots, magic find everything. So, if there was a place that I would really start farming, it would probably be around here, with the exception of some of the stuff that we currently have already, right? If I want to find that second Hisaris piece or whatever, right? Now, having some Crushing Blow would be nice here. But what also would be nice is actually wearing your weapon. Look, if you want to fist Mephisto, if you want to Mephisto, nice. By all means. The only difference between hardcore and softcore for the any of this really is just how safe you play. I level up more and put more, you know, life and res and all that stuff in when I'm on hardcore. Sure it has. Which, I mean, in speedrunning, you still play it pretty similarly. But when you're doing guided playthroughs and stuff. Just make sure our Holy Shield stays on for the most part. And Geed, stay alive, buddy. Lower resist wand works with this build. Actually, yeah, lower resist wand's a great idea. Now, I am running conviction, so, you know, it's just more, but if eventually the conviction will be strong enough. But otherwise, you could totally use lower resist for the bosses and such. again, the biggest thing that I would normally say is just get some Crushing Blow, which at this point, since we have enough tier runes, we actually can do that. So that can be a, you know, for Diablo. Let's say you forget the stone. You're like, oh no, I forgot the stone. I really wanted that. That's okay. You can just head up here, talk to Kane. He'll give you a new stone. Nice little mall there, 80 ED.
What do you need?
Little max, 19 AR, not much else on it. And that is Act 3. Oh, that's a great license plate. Hashtag a new stone. We can go turn in our bird. And we will pause here. It is data clock. It'll be a two-parter for the nightmare before we have part hell. Again, some of these guided playthroughs are a little slower. They're a little more farmy. They're a little more, you know, try and get some nice gear here and there. So thank you, Broadside, and GG, everybody. Thank you all for being here. This is where we end up right now. Temporarily. We got our honor rolling. We still don't really have much in the way of the helm, just some attack rating on it. Our gear has definitely improved from normal. And we've got a lot of runes to do more with. So, mwah, kisses to you all. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.